もしお前が一番下に入れたというなら、FB はまだ
Yeah, we can stalk him.
IBN5100 を回収していないことになる。この意味がわかるか？
Moeka frowns.
あそこに貼っていれば、FB が回収しに来た時に会えるということ。その発想はなかったか？ラウンダーのくせに冷静さが欠けているぞ、お前。俺は張り込んでみようと思う。お前は？
会ってどうするの？
Take her phone.
FB に携帯を借りる。
That's the best way to prevent Moeka from going to Yanabayashi Shrine.
会えない。会う勇気ない。幻滅される。
I think he'll be fine.
お前はとっくに幻滅されているか？最初から期待すらされていなかった。
Moeka's face contorts again. I'm being blunt, not only because Moeka is Mayuri's murderer, but also because Moeka's weakness is starting to get on my nerves. Just like Daru's mail said, the locker is still occupied when I get there. I look around to make sure that there are no patrol cars. No crowbars this time. I don't feel like getting arrested. I head across the street to Daibiru, hide behind one of its humongous pillars, and begin the stakeout. My legs start getting tired. I was going to borrow Mayuri's portable game console, but I decided I didn't need the distraction. Still, it's pretty tough to keep standing like this. I need to stay inconspicuous. Someone might notice if they see me standing in the same place for hours. I wouldn't want a security guard to give me trouble. I mean, I guess there's not much worry about that. I've already been here for 7 hours without incident. My legs are numb, so I squat and lean against the pillar. So hungry. I'd love to get some food, but I can't take my eyes off that locker. Just then somebody taps me on the shoulder. FB? I try to leap to my feet, but my legs get tangled and I fall over. Ferris? Oh. I thought an angel had appeared. I was wrong. Moeka is standing there, looking down at me with those glassy eyes.
Oh my.
Thank God I'm gonna go take a nap.
ダメかな。
なぜ心変わりした？
I stand up and dust off my clothes.
お前は FB とのメールだけの関係に居心地の良さを感じていた。その適度な距離感に依存していたはず。なのになぜ今さら一歩を踏み出そうと思った？
このままじゃ。
Moeka puts her head on her knees. She looks ready to cry. I've seen that expression once before in her moonlit apartment.
FB からの連絡がなくなったら、私、世界との
断絶されるか。
Moeka nods faintly.
孤独に耐えられないくらい弱いのに FB の命令さえあれば容赦なく人も殺せるとはな。典型的な狂信者だよ、お前は。
And her cult leader, FB, abused her weakness before throwing her out like old clothes. It pisses me off. FB's cruelty, Moeka's weakness, I can't decide which I hate more. All of the above? Then Moeka nervously brings out a convenience store bag.
なんだこれは。
Instead of answering, Moeka looks away. I look inside.
おお、パックの牛乳とアンパン。
Exactly what you need on a stakeout. There's enough for 2.
もしかして差し入れか？
Moeka nods.
よし、許可する。お前も張り込みを手伝え。
Your tribute is accepted. Now we can take turns watching. We'll also look less suspicious to passers-by. The night draws on and still no sign of FB. We nap in 1 hour shifts, but it doesn't help the exhaustion. On top of that, I don't have anyone to talk to. Moeka can't keep a conversation going, so there's nothing I can do to stave off boredom. I went back to the lab to shower just before dawn, but Kurisu, who was working all-nighter on the Time Leap machine, just glared at me. The wait finally ended just after 1 p.m. on the 13th. Oh, that was the day that the raid went down as well. Interesting, that hasn't changed. Someone comes to open the lower right locker. We watch from behind the pillar. It's a nondescript middle-aged man. He's dressed in a new suit, but it hangs rather poorly on him, as if he's not used to wearing it. Moeka shakes her head firmly. Yeah, it was a female.
FB は女性よ。
となると、雇われて回収しに来た人間かもしれない。
Though how she knows, I have no idea. Because she's never met her. Or it could be someone from the locker company here to clear it out after a week's overdue. But then you can get it if that's the case. That would make us all idiots. Moeka, FB, and me. The man has the key to the locker. He pays the late fee with 100 yen coins, then removes the cardboard box with the IBN 5100 inside. Tackle him and take it. The man thought ahead and brought a pushcart. He puts the IBN 5100 onto the pushcart, and in a bit of effort, he begins walking away.
Ozo!
The man heads straight for Akihabara Station. Strangely enough, he walks up to an overweight man standing in front of the ticket machine. Oh, because they're trading it off. That's the point, I guess. The overweight man is wearing a t-shirt and has signs of an otaku. He doesn't seem to have anything in common with the first guy, who looks like an average salaryman. They transfer the IBN 5100 into the overweight man's suitcase. After they exchange a few words, the overweight man enters the station alone, then the guy in the suit leaves. What was the purpose of that transfer? Keep anyone from, paying attention. Is the overweight man FB? Or is he another link in some kind of chain? This is a huge chain. That's all it is. At any rate, if you keep following the IBN 5100, we should reach FB eventually. We enter the station. The overweight man boards the Yamanote line. We board on with the next cart and keep watch it through the connecting door. It's a weekday afternoon, so there aren't many passengers. 30 minutes later, we arrive at the Shinjuku station. Here, the train sees a sharp increase in passenger traffic. Moeka pulls on my sleeve. The overweight man has slipped into the stream of departing passengers. He's about to exit onto the platform. We follow him, but due to our slow reaction, we have to push our way through the boarding passengers. The train doors close and slowly departs. The man starts walking towards the exit. Shinjuku is crowded, so we have to follow close behind or we'll lose him. But then I stop in my tracks. The man is empty-handed. He probably left it on the train. His suitcase is missing. What? For a second, I think we followed the wrong man, but no, it's definitely him. We watched him the whole time he was on the train. There's no doubt he had the suitcase when the train arrived in Shinjuku. Could he have passed it to someone else in the crowd? They know how to lose a trail. A tail. Back in time. Start it from the top. I return to the lab and leap an hour back. I find myself inside the train. I know it's bad manners to use my phone on the train, but this is an emergency. According to the train's display, we're about to leave Otsuka for Ikebukuro. 3 stops to Shinjuku. Moeka is next to me, acting inconspicuous. I peek at the overweight man in the next car.
新宿駅で仕掛けてくるぞ。あの男、降りたと見せかけて荷物を別の人間に受け渡す。さっきはまんまと引っかかった。
さっき
Doesn't look like Moeka's caught on yet.
俺は1時間後からタイムリープしてきたんだ。
What?
タイムリープ
Yeah, too long to explain. Moeka's eyes widen. The train arrives at Shinjuku on schedule. I love pronouncing shit. Just to make sure I'll have Moeka follow the man when he gets off. Before the doors open, I stealthily move on, to his car. He still has the suitcase with the IBM 5100.
Shinjuku.
The doors open and passengers spew out. The overweight man leaves too, just like last time, however.
やはり
He leaves the suitcase on the train. And now passengers from Shinjuku board. See, what you do is you pick it up. You pick up said suitcase and just walk out with it. Completely inconspicuous. Someone walks up to the abandoned suitcase. It's a woman in her 30s pushing a baby stroller. There's no baby. Oh, what, ma'am? The woman casually leads the suitcase into her stroller and sets it down. Loads the suitcase into her stroller and sets it down. Ma'am, I think your baby is going to be a little depressed with that. After witnessing that scene, I return to the neighboring car. I need to be careful. These guys are serious about avoiding pursuit. You probably could have done it faster than she could have gotten to it. And it's not, she can't make a scene. Like, you know, she starts grabbing it. Bitch, what the hell are you doing? I'm going to work. The train starts moving. I contact Moeka so we can regroup later. After that incident, the package swaps carriers like a hot potato, snaking around the tracks that run through Tokyo like a web. Wherever they give me the slip, I time leave and resume the chase. Finally, the carrier and the package get aboard the Hibiya line and return to Akihabara Station where it all began. I recognize the last courier. He's one of the men who raided the lab with Moeka. Dark-skinned, crew-cut, the one who hit me with his gun. A motherfucker. The man easily carries the 25-kilo package out of the station we follow. A car honks its horn. Moeka and I immediately hide. Peering out from cover, I see a white flatbed parked in front of the station. A muscular man hops out of the driver's seat. You motherfucker! I know that face. No, it can't be. I desperately try to organize my thoughts. You motherfucker! That's Tenoji Yugo, owner of the Braun Tube Workshop. Mr. Braun. Why? Why is he here? Does this mean he's connected to FB, to the Rounders? Was the Braun Tube Workshop just a front for CERN? Is that how he can afford to keep it open? It has to be. What's going on here? His shop is right below the lab. If he's working for the enemy, then... I shiver at the thought. Stop. Let's not rush to conclusions. He might just be another courier. That would explain why there's a connection from CERN to here. Why there is a fiber optic connection. We watch from a distance. Tenoji takes the suitcase from the crew car and loads it into the back seat of his car. Then he gets in the car alone and takes off toward Showadori. I stare after it in disbelief. Time leap. I time leap several hours to before the first man arrived at the coin locker. Then I explained the situation to Moeka. My plan is to get ahead of the package. After killing some time at Starbucks, we rent a car. I don't have a license, so Moeka is driving. We go to the street in front of the roundabout, facing Showadori, and park near Yoboyasha camera. Now we wait. Yodobashi camera.
緊張しているのか肩に力が入りすぎているぞ運転歴はどれぐらいだ
My first time. Oh, fuck.
ペーパー
No, of course it is.
ペーパーってペーパードライバーということか
Why the hell did I let you drive?
事故るなよ
I was surprised Moeka had a license in the first place. Apparently FB told her to get it would come in handy for her rounder work, just in case someone questions her she has an ID. I have Moeka wait in the car while I keep a lookout on the roundabout. A white station wagon's already stopped there. From this distance I can clearly see Tenoji in the front seat. Nobody else is riding. The crew cut guy should arrive just after 5 p.m. So you should go and talk with him. Screw up his plan. As expected, the crew cut man arrives right on time, effortlessly dragging the suitcase behind him. Feels weird seeing the exact same scene from a different angle. I hurry back to the car where Moeka is waiting. The station wagon rolls past us. It takes a left turn at the Showadori intersection towards Okachimachi. Moeka smoothly sets the car in motion. Finally, we arrive at Tenoji's house in wherever. This is the house where Suzuha lived. Her rusty old mountain bike is still sitting out front. Tenoji brings the IBM 5100 inside. We stop a little farther down the road and keep watch.
どういうこと
It means he's the final stop.
FB はどこ
That's him.
あの家に運び込んだことが何を意味するかだ一時的な保管場所ということなのかそれとも
Is he FB? Does he know FB? Moeka insists that FB is a woman. So maybe it's Tenoji's wife, whom I've never met. The thing is, she can't know. She's never talked to him, and never has seen him either. So her saying it's a woman means absolutely nothing. I have Moeka show me one of FB's mails. Farther, makes you unique and special. Besides, you have no trouble talking to me, do you? Honestly, M4, there's nobody else who works as hard as you. I'm very thankful for that. I'm glad you're rounders. Even if nobody else values you, I'll always look for you. Feel free to email whenever you like. Oh yes, since you're finally in Nagoya, you should try some of the local delicacies. It's not good for your health to keep eating convenience store food. Or do you not like miso? M4, in any case, a girl your age needs to eat better. I recommend the firm miso stew. Your next mission is to go to Akihabara in Tokyo, so find an apartment by next week. I deposited a special bonus in your account, so feel free to use it. Talk to you soon, your mother, FB. Well, that's a good way. That's a good way to know. It could be a woman. But it could be also to throw off the idea that that's why he doesn't talk to her or see her, because then it would be like, you're not a woman. She's kept a lot of mails archived like this.
M4 というのが
Yeah, I could
私
tell.
のコードネームそれも FB がつけてくれた
Moeka's a mailing machine. She sent FB nearly 10 mails a day, but FB replied to every single one of them. Oh, that's fucking dedication right there. Jesus Christ, I would tell her to shut the fuck up once in a while. You'd have to be a saint to reply to all those mails. No wonder Moeka was so dependent on FB.
今度はここで張り込みだな
I have Dara set up a wireless infrared camera on the telephone pole down the street. We park a couple blocks away and watch the video feed. The next day, Tanoji goes to work on his moped like usual. He returns after sunset. So, you know, that's where you go break into his house, steal it. There's no sign of his daughter, Nai, or his wife. Something finally happens early Sunday morning. Just before 3 a.m., 6 people show up to Noji's house. It's dark, but I recognize them. Well, that's only 5 people. They're the rounders who raided the lab with Moeka. Moeka doesn't show much of a reaction. I thought she knew them. I asked, but she says she's never met them before. It looks like this world line to Moeka has been cut off completely. Were they done with her once she found them in IBN 5100? Yeah. She outlived her usefulness. Tanoji comes outside and loads the IBN 5100 into the station wagon. Then the 6 men get in and drive away. Tanoji sees them off and then goes back inside his house. I'm interested in Tanoji's story, but the IBN 5100 will lead us to FB. We decide to follow the station wagon. No, that thing's going straight to the airport. Guarantee it. It's got my guarantee on it. The pursuit ends at Narita International Airport. The 6 men, IBN 5100 in tow, board a plane headed for France. France, CERN's home country. What does this mean? He's FB.
天王寺の妻が FB の可能性がある。
I think he is. I think he's using your mother just to make her more comfortable. Since there's been no sign of FB thus far, she must be an extremely cautious individual. But the evidence suggests only one possibility. On Alpha 1, Moeka's men attacked the night the time leap machine was completed. Their timing was perfect. It makes sense if you assume that Tanoji is closely linked to FB. He was right downstairs the whole time we were discussing our plans. FB knew exactly what we were up to. We were dancing to her tune all along. When we get back to Akiba, Moeka and I start walking towards Tanoji's house. But on the way, I'll get an angry call from Kurisu demanding an update, so I decide to take care of that first. Kurisu sighs when she sees me.
あんたね、少しは連絡したらどうなの?
Love you too, Kurisu. Always love talking to you.
ずっと立て込んでいたのだ。
Yeah, I've been tailing people.
立て込んでたね。
Kurisu glances at Moeka. Bitch, I am not having sex with her. Please. She's crazy.
もしかして心配していたのか?
You know she was.
私じゃないわよ。私は別にあんたがどこで何をしてようが知ったことじゃないけど。
Thanks, Kurisu. Love talking to you. Always put me down.
マユリはすごく心配してた。見てて痛々しいぐらいにね。
Oh yeah, her. I'm sure you really care about her feelings.
せめてあの子にだけは連絡してあげなさいよ。
Yeah, I'll do that later. Now that she mentioned it, it feels like I haven't talked to Mayuri in forever.
すべてはマユリを救うため。敵の正体が
I just
もう
talked
す
to
ぐ
her
分か
the
り
other
そうだ
day. Literally, the other day I talked to her.
というか敵って
As in, like, not here in this. Oh, I actually have mail. Oh, Mayuri. I saw Orion last night. It was really pretty. Orion. Wow, I want to jump off a building now. I hope you were looking up at the same time because when we were close by. Stars are romantic if you think like that, aren't they? Oh yeah, that's nice, Myra. She's just really not my type. Feels like just a lost dog that I have to take care of. A fucking puppy. Kurisu glances at Moeka again. Moeka is completely expressionless. She is lightly kicking the dirt in boredom. She hasn't used her phone once since we began searching for FB.
彼女は敵じゃないの?
Kinda complicated.
敵だが、真実を求めるため、協調体制をとっている。
マユリを殺す人なんでしょ?
Yes.
そうだ。
However, Moeka is just a pawn, and one that no longer poses a threat. To save Mayuri, I need to capture the king. Well, the king's cell phone.
まあいい。それで、これからどこか行くんでしょ? 私もついていく。
正気か、助手よ。
正気だけど、助手じゃないから。
危険かもしれないぞ。
Kurisu falters for a moment, but quickly tightens her expression.
今日の私は死ぬことになってる?
Oh wait, no, she doesn't. I've experienced the future, so I know who dies today. Oh, actually, no, she won't be in danger. That's right.
いや、お前は死なない。
だったら問題なし。世界から死なないことを保証されたようなものだから。
That actually is kind of a cheat sheet. Right, Kurisu doesn't die today, neither does Mayuri. The only person who dies today is Kiryu Moeka. This afternoon she kills herself. I've already told Moeka her fate, but in spite of that, Moeka doesn't seem upset, at least on the surface. She's expressionless as always. The only difference is that she's not checking her phone as often. But Moeka is not a strong woman. Beneath that expressionless mask, is she struggling against the fear of death? I have no idea. I decide to confront Tanochi directly. Oh, that'll work. I have Kurisu stand guard outside the house while Moeka and I go inside. Now that we're planning to break in, we ring the... Not that we're planning to break in, we ring the doorbell like honest citizens. Tanochi soon opens the door and invites us into his living room. Hey, how's it going, buddy? Don't kick my ass. The divergence meter is still sitting in its usual spot. I glance at the numbers. 52.3307%. There's still a long way to go before I reach 1%. How much more of this can I take?
よく来てくれたな。
It's just after dawn, much too early for guests, but Tanochi welcomes us with a smile. He even starts preparing some instant coffee.